Oh, we're moderators, so like I said, David, I'll take care of it.
You guys who are moderating for him, you realise you don't get a thanks for it. He's never said thank you.
You know what? In fact, let me see if I can find him about it, okay? Hold on. Oh, it's cold.
This dude, he's a terrible human being. I've never heard him say thank you. He just always commands his moderators to get rid of people, never saying thank you. He expects this of you guys. And this is what an addict does. He expects you to do things for him without having to say thank you, please, or anything.
It wouldn't be so fucking bad if it wasn't windy.
And complains constantly.
Is this still the LOL picture, bro?
Timmy, this is self-inflicted. You know, you have to stop playing, you know, the woe is me card, because it's not. It doesn't work like that. You chose this life. You chose to take substances. It's not, you know, oh, I'm alone. You know, a few months ago, 4 months ago, I watched one of Tim. Woe is me. He's crying. I have no one. Listen, people are on their own for long periods of time in their life, you know. I mean, you get to see people every day. You walk past people every day. You go into and let me just say, this is the first time I've seen this man actually take this gas bottle to the actual, to get it filled up. Every other time he says he's going to do it, but there is no proof. That's because this is the first time it's run out. And it's simple. He's going to now take it and say, see, I told you I'm filling it up. One time out of the last 2 weeks that he's begged every day for propane.
I think so. Oh. I don't know when you were blocked, so I got to go back a little bit. Oh. Y'all, this is way too fucking much. I don't feel good. Oh.
This guy's a 40-year-old man.
Yeah, this is just too fucking much, man. Oh.
You chose this life, bud.
Do it the other way, bro. I'm gonna have to search the account and unblock it.
You're not a victim of circumstance, by no means. This is self-inflicted.
Okay. I'll take care of it, bro. Yeah. I promise I got you, bro. No, thank you, man.
Very sarcastic, thank you. Just want to fast forward to where he gets it filled up.
I need tarps, I need blankets. I literally own 2 pairs of jeans, 1 pair of fucking pajama pants.
That's because you spend it all on H or Fent. Okay, you've been spruiking this. You need blankets. You need more clothes. You've been doing this from about 3 weeks ago. Didn't you buy your blankets then, 3 weeks ago? I thought you bought blankets then. You said, oh, they're only $5 at Walmart. You know, for $5 I can buy a decent blanket. Many times you've left where you've made, you know, a ton of money within an hour. Didn't you buy your blankets then, Timmy? Why didn't you take the phone and show us that you purchased your blankets? But no, he's got to tell us that he needs blankets now. He only has 2 pairs of jeans. He lives in a tent. Everyone knows this. This is because you've chosen substance over life. And you're 40 years old, mate. It's got to come to an end. People do it for 4 or 5 years, but they realise that it's got to come to an end at some time, because it's not a livable life.
That's up to you, buddy.
See how sarcastic he is?
No, you're vile. Okay?
Unappreciative. This all
I
comes...
guarantee you, if you were in my fucking shoes,
But people are smart enough not to be in your shoes.
you'd be doing anything you possibly could do to survive.
Yeah, but people don't choose rugs, buddy. They don't. They might relapse once or twice, but you haven't been clean for a year. You might have went to jail from when you left Pennsylvania, and you disappeared for about 4 months, and then you popped up looking healthy again, slightly more healthier, and then you went downhill again. So there might have been a few months there if you weren't doing it on the inside, where the dupe is runs rampant in there, and other forms of way to get rugs. So I doubt that you were straight every day in jail, but you did look healthier. And again, may I say, you continue to choose this life. I don't know why you would want for 3, 4 to 6 to at maximum 6 hours of, blocking the world out and feeling euphoric over, having a place to stay, being able to feed yourself every night, not having to do this and have people point their finger at you.
Okay?
You're vile, Timmy. You are. You expect everything from people.
That's all I'm trying to fucking do.
No, you're not.
Is survive. I barely...
Trying to survive means probably getting on here and getting enough to eat, and not asking for any more, not consistently lying about what medications you're on. And it's pronounced vascular leiomyosarcoma, not leiomyosarcoma the way you say it. Yeah, and you're at stage 4. Yeah, well, you should be in hospice care, not walking around. And it's a particular aggressive cancer. Once it gets to past stage 3, you pretty much all they can do is make it comfortable for you. Now, this guy claiming that he has stage 4 is an absolute sham. And knowing 2 people in my family that have had cancer that got this, I find it vile that this human being chooses, one of the most aggressive sicknesses known to humankind to use. And of course he would, so he can garner that sympathy for himself. But, after a while it stops working with the people that you broadcast to every day.
We've been able to fucking survive to this point.
Yeah.
All right? And yeah, if somebody wants to do an e-gift card, that's cool.
Of course it is.
I just went and did another interview.
They're sellable. They're swappable with the
my
DD.
photos keep costing me my jobs. They have people here in my city that follow me.
No, Timmy. You cost your jobs. You don't have to broadcast when you're at work. You don't have to tell anyone what you're doing. You can just go to work and make the money. You don't need to broadcast it to everyone. You can get on TikTok when you finish. But you do. This is your fault. You inflict this on yourself. You can't blame everyone else out there that's trying to raise awareness for what you're doing, scamming people. No. If you were working, you shouldn't tell people where you're working at. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even broadcast.
So I go get a job. It doesn't last very long because they follow me to it.
No, because you're also stoned, and they can tell when you're like that, especially in person.
So it's not like I can even leave.
I'm just going to fast forward this. I don't want to sit here all day watching this guy. This is where he goes to the store.
Alright.
It is an exchange.
Look how pinned his eyes are, and acting very erratic. This is what happens when you
Alright, $27.
get on that H. This is the first time, may I add, that he's actually gone and we've seen a receipt for it. The first time.
So
He claims to have done it every other time.
alright.
There you go. Yes, I have a propane. Okay. So you gonna be ready?
Oh. Thank you so much. Yeah, my girl would have to come with me, and I'm on probation.
And someone just gave him money.
Oh. No.
You know, when he's in the park and he claims to go, you know, that he needs that money for propane, he's close to his tent. He's not going to carry that all the way up, you know, and he only does it, he'll only broadcast this, and I hope that trolley's there, because he knew he was going to have to fill up at some point, and he knows it'd last probably 2 to 3 weeks in his tent, because he doesn't use it consistently every day. He uses it probably 4 or 5 hours of the night to warm his tent up. And may I add, it's in a confined space. Not only is this not allowed to be done, but the burn off from the, I think it's carbon monoxide that it gives off after it's spent. He's in an enclosed space. He's burning that in a tent and breathing it in. The other thing is, that tent can catch on fire as well. You know, it can melt the vinyl that the tent's made out of and start, you know, a fire around there. And when you've been heavily medicating yourself, self-medicating, you may not even get up. And this could be disastrous for him, but when you're like that, you don't care. So
Okay. Thank you so much.
I just think,
Have a good one. I'll see y'all later.
first time we've actually seen him go and exchange a cylinder.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Sassy. Thank y'all. So
Because it takes actual, to fill that cylinder, it would take 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, because I used to get the ones for the forklift. I used to fill them up myself in my shop. They would take about 20 minutes to fill up from the big bottle that I used to keep around the back, and I had it all piped into the workshop so I could fill up my propane for the forklift. So he's just swapped that. And that's the first time we've ever actually seen him do that. Every other time he's been sitting in the park claiming that he's going to get LPG.
got propane.
Or propane, sorry.
It was a little bit more expensive doing it this way.
Liquefied petroleum gas.
I can't wait. And she didn't know when she was going to have somebody to do it.
Just fast forwarding this. I can't. It's a hot day today here. We're above 40 plus here in Sydney.
Hold on 1 second.
Report them, people. Report these cash apps every day. All day, every day. He doesn't want us to know what he's talking about there. It's very obvious when he puts the phone on pause or he doesn't take it in with him. He's got much to hide from people. And that goes for you guys who are supporting him as well.
Huh? Is it that bad?
Can I just say, you know what the percentage rate for people who, you know, addicts, are deep in addiction, what the percentage rate for success is? It's about 8%. It's very low, and that's terrible. I wish it would be a lot higher, you know, that people would get a lot more help with it. And the fact that Timmy doesn't like to admit that he's high, you know, or been on the Fenty or the H, and for a person that's been there and done that many moons ago, you can pick it up straight away. As soon as the broadcast starts, you know, wow, he's really, really lit. And there's been a few times throughout the last week that he's been so lit.
Do I need to get you to the fucking hospital today?
That's nice how he talks to the love of his life, right? That he would do anything for.
Okay, that's what I'm referring to when you say is it that bad?
I'm sorry, I can't watch this guy all day, but I can't believe that she sits in a tent while he goes out and does this all day. How much time do they, you know, because when he gets back, they're both in a stupor, you know, they're both passed out. So how much time do they actually spend together? I can tell you, probably they talk to each other for maybe an hour of the whole day to 2 hours, because then they go on the nod. And then when they, you know, eventually when it wears off, he'll be angry at her, I can guarantee it. Because when you got no money and you're sick, it's the worst thing.
Because I swear to God, I'll get you to the hospital.
Why don't you just take her? Anyway, I want to end this broadcast. I just thought I'd get on and raise some awareness, because I've been watching Timmy for a couple of years and I think it's just vile what he does, you know. And his father called him smart, but you can't be smart when you're consistently frying your brain with you know, these substances. You will forget. Your stories don't line up. You'll end, you know, at the best of times, when you're not doing any of the, you know, you have to have a real good memory if you're lying. So he consistently lies every day. He gets it wrong a lot of the time. He may scam, but I think we should raise awareness. This guy is definitely high every day, and he has to be. And the fact that he hasn't got a birth certificate to get on opioid replacement therapy or go to a rehab says a lot, that his priorities are elsewhere at the moment, and possibly they will be until the end. I just hope he gets some treatment. Anyway, I don't know if I'll do another one. I was just mad enough to get on, you know, to the point that when I watched that video in regards to this lady interviewing his father, and his mother was in the background, and they said how much they tried from when Timmy was a young kid, but he was so manipulative and always, once he got in trouble and he was punished, he had to stand outside or stand on the stairs, he would be thinking of another way to upset his father and mother, because, you know, he was punished for doing something bad. He just, you know, and that's why he had, you know, eventually he had to go. They just couldn't, you know, there was no help for this guy. They even got, I don't know, some professors from a university where they got some actual assistance, but none of it worked. Anyway, thought I'd raise some awareness.